Hello everyone. I hope you all are really doing good. So, welcome back again to my videos, Priyanka's education videos. Okay, so today's topic will be, before starting with today's topic, I just want to start today's video with a beautiful quote. If opportunity does not knock you, build a door, said by Milton Berle. So, isn't it a beautiful thought? We always worry about our opportunities, that we are not getting proper opportunities to showcase our talent or whatsoever. So, if we are not getting that opportunity, you should not lose your heart and feel low about it, but you have to create your own opportunity. That's what it is. That's what the proverb is saying, that build a door, create your own opportunity, and show what you are. I hope this beautiful quote has inspired you all like it has inspired me a lot. Okay, so let's begin with the video. So today's topic is something related to English grammar, that is reported speech. Reported speech is otherwise called as indirect speech. Okay, now speech, what can be a speech called as? Speech can be a statement or the verbal communication, or the written text or written statements can be termed as speech or can be stated as speech. Now, when you want to communicate, it will be in either direct speech. What is direct speech? It's an oral statement or written text originally phrased by the speaker himself. Okay, so it is the statement given out by the speaker himself, to whom you can also call as first person. So let us see the example, like, I don't like ice cream, Ram says. Here Ram is the first person or the original speaker. So he is directly stating or declaring that he doesn't like or he don't like ice cream. That is why he is mentioning over there that I don't like ice cream. Now, this, if we want to communicate in reported speech. So, the direct speech, when it is transferred from, now first person is saying to a second person that, okay, when the second person may be offering him ice cream, obviously he will be saying, Ram will be saying that, no, I don't like ice cream. Now, the second person, when he want to transfer or communicate the same statement to the third person or somebody else, then he has to convert the sentence or convert the direct speech into a reported speech. So that's what it says all about. When we report the speech of the original speaker to somebody else, it won't be in direct speech. So here the speech is to report. Okay, it is to communicate to somebody else. So the direct speech gets changed into reported speech. So let us convert the statement or the sentence present in the direct speech, that is, I don't like ice cream, which was said by Ram, into a reported speech. When then it gets converted into something like this. Okay, Ram says that he doesn't like ice cream. So this, the sentence in the direct speech is being converted into reported speech in this way. This is a excuse me, this is a very simple conversion. So please try to focus on how it is structured, how the tenses are placed, and how they are getting changed. And also please focus on the uh, pronouns. Then you will get to understand how the conversion or how the transformation of direct speech is changing into the reported speech, what exactly you have to consider. So what has to be considered when the direct speech is converted into reported speech. The first thing you have to consider is tenses. I hope you all know about the tenses. Yes, tenses explains the verbal action and the time of that particular verbal action. It explains about the verbs activity and the exact time, whether it is present, past, or that will be going to take place in the future. So you have to focus upon the tense of the direct speech when you are converting it into a reported speech. Next, pronouns. Pronouns here, like if you see the direct speech in the previous slide, it was told that I don't like ice cream. Ram says. Okay. Now, I will be converted into some other form. So, that is nothing but I is the first person pronoun. I hope you all know the pronouns, the nouns used to replace the pronouns are the nouns used to are the words used to replace the nouns. Okay. Now, the next, present tense verbs, that I'll be explaining you clearly in the respective slide, but for now you just remember that the verbs which are used, the tenses of the verbs you have to consider, and here we are using third person singular verbs. Now what it will be in the direct speech, in which form the verb will be in the direct speech, and how it gets converted into the reported speech. Okay, so that is why we should consider present tense verbs, that too they are third person singular verbs. And the last is place and time expression. So when somebody is mentioning the time or place in the direct speech, it won't remain the same in the reported speech, it gets changed. So how does it happen? We'll be seeing in the further slide with example. So tenses, coming to the tenses, as I already told you that tenses are changed based on the tense used in the introductory clause. If it is in simple present tense, then there will be no need to change the tense. So such kind of sentences or such kind of conversion is called as no back shift. So there won't be any need of change of the tense if the introductory clause, what is the introductory clause here? Please don't get confused. Introductory clause is something like, if we go back to the example, I don't like ice cream, that is what the introductory clause is told by the original speaker, and it is being placed in the inverted commas. That's what introductory clause mean. Okay, now if that introductory clause is in the simple present tense, like if example, if you take it here, it has been mentioned as he says, it is an example of a simple present tense verb. Okay, so then there will be no need of any change in the sentence, sorry, tense. That is called as that kind of not I mean, there will be, if there will be not any requirement of the change, then it will be called as no back shift, but may have to change the form of the present tense verb. So here you will understand what exactly this present tense verb is and what does the third person singular verb means. Okay, here in this example, he says, I speak English. So it is in simple present tense, and it is in the direct speech. Now let us see how does it get converted into reported speech. He says that he speaks English. So if you see that says is remaining the same as in the direct speech, there is no change of the tense of the verb, but the third person singular verb is being used here. So I is changing into he. When I mentioned about the pronouns, I also said that there will be a change in the pronoun. So I will be changing into he because it is he who is speaking, and this particular sentence will be communicated to somebody else. That is why it will be in this form. And here speaks, speak is being changed to speaks. So those are nothing but third person singular verbs. He speaks. So he here is third person singular pronoun. So when you are using this, we have to obviously use present tense verbs, that is speak. That is why speak is being added with s. He says that he speaks English. Okay, I hope you all are clear. Next, now in the previous thing we have seen, there won't be any change in the tense. That is why it is called as no back shift. Now next we'll go with the back shift. What exactly is back shift? So the thing is quite opposite to the no back shift, is nothing but back shift. I hope you by this time you already may have made the guesses that if there will be the change in the tense, if the introductory clause is present in the is in simple past tense, then there will be a necessity to change the tense in the reported speech as well. Now here example, he said, this is called as back shift. He said, I am happy, which is in the direct speech. Now let us see how does it get changed. He said that he was happy. Okay, see the tense has changed in the reported speech. He said, which is in simple past tense, again it has changed. I am happy, the introductory clause is in present tense, but it is changed into the simple past tense because the tense of the verb is he said. So we are saying that he said that he was happy. This is how we apply the back shift. That is when the tense of the introductory clause is in simple past. This is called as back shift. Next, pronoun. As I already mentioned that in reported speech, pronoun is changed based on who is speaking and what is spoken. Like she says, my mum doesn't have time today, which is in direct speech. So let us see how there will be a change in the pronoun based on how it is being mentioned in the in the direct speech. So here she says, my mum doesn't have time today. So she herself is saying about her mum. Okay, that is why in the reported speech it will be converted into something like this. She says that her mum doesn't have time today. As she is speaking about her own mum, my is being changed into her. The remaining sentence is same as it is in simple present tense. She says that her mum doesn't have time today. She says we spent 3 days in America, which is in direct speech. She says that they spent. We has been converted into they. Okay, she's talking about themselves. So we will be converted into they. She says that they spent 3 days in America, which is in the reported speech format. Now, place and time expressions. In case of place and time expressions, you have to check whether the place and time are the same in direct and reported speech or not. So let us see how it is. It's gonna work. She said, I saw Mary yesterday. Okay, which is in direct speech. She said she had seen Mary the day before. Please concentrate on the place and time expressions part. Don't concentrate on the other part. you will get confused. So here we are focusing on place and time. So here it is the thing you have to focus is on time. It is been mentioned that it has happened yesterday. Now how it is going to change? She said she had seen Mary the day before. Yesterday has been converted into day before. Next example, he said my mother is here. This is something related to place. Okay, he said that his mother was there. Here is been converted to there. So present tense verbs. In reported speech, we generally use third person singular verbs, which I have already explained. Here I have given some more examples of the verbs in this slide. So if we go with the example, she says I live in London. Now when it is converted into reported speech, she says that she lives in London. So here we are using third person singular verbs, that is live is converted into lives because she is a third person singular pronoun. So if you look at the table here, it is being mentioned as few of the verbs, how they are getting changed based on the uh, presence of the word. Okay, with most of the verbs s will be added, with few consonants which are ending with y, they change into ies or es. Then if you go to the next column, then ending with s, z, ch or x, and we need to add es. So miss become misses, buzz become buses, catch becomes catches, fix becomes fixes. Okay, go become goes, do become does. So when the live, I mean here if you see the example, live is converted into leaves, lives, sorry. So likewise, how the other verbs, if they are present in the direct speech, how they will be converted, okay, based on the presence of the last alphabet. I hope it is clear.